Hi, girly.
Hi, girly.
I'm Eliana,
I'm Derek.
and this is
The book club for
For
the
the Girlies.
girlies.
On today's episode of For the Girlies, we're going to be chatting about,
A love song for Ricki Wilde by Tia Williams.
but before we get into this fabulous book,
Mm-hmm.
please make sure that you have commented, shared this video, and that you have subscribed to our channel and
Yes.
checked out our other videos too, you guys. They're really fun.
Right. Also, make sure that you have pressed that notification bell so you are alerted when we've posted or when we're posting. Make sure that you are following us on all of the socials. I'll put the link down in the bio below. And spoilers.
There's going to be spoilers, you guys. So if you are spoiler averse, please be sure to just put the volume down and still give us the view, please and thank you. And
Yes.
then read the book and come back and watch, because this
It's
book is a good time.
it's a good read. And before we jump into this, make sure you're being kind when
Yes.
you are commenting down below, and that's being kind to each other, being kind to us, please, and most importantly, please be kind to the author.
A quick overview
Mm-hmm.
of A Love Song by Ricki Wilde. No, A Love Song for Ricki Wilde by Tia Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ricki Wilde is the outcast of her Atlanta rich black family.
Yes, like think debutante balls and Jack and Jill, those kind of black folks. Okay.
Yes, they are owners of a mega funeral home
Business.
franchise.
Yeah,
It's really kind of creepy.
it is creepy. Ah. And it's a lucrative business,
Yeah.
generation long ran business.
Well, the people are always dying, so it is lucrative.
It's lucrative. But like you said, these are like mega funeral homes.
And each of her three older sisters
Mm-hmm.
owns a funeral home, and she's so far apart in age from them
Mm-hmm.
that
I think 15 years from the youngest of the three.
yeah, she's so far apart in age from them that they're not friends. They're kind of rivals,
Yeah.
and she's very, very different to
Yeah.
the rest of her family.
Yeah.
Think like Jaja 70s outfits versus like clean cut
Prim and proper.
designer.
Yeah, Anne Klein and like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Um so Miss Ricki moves to Harlem, right? First, while she's at work, she meets this sweet old woman named Miss Della from Harlem, whose husband has just passed away, and he was from Atlanta. And she's like, "I have this space. You should move to Harlem, and you can have this space for your dream flower shop." And she's like, "Perfect. Let me go." She moves to Harlem. She opens up her shop, and she meets a man.
Not just any man.
No.
She meets Ezra Walker.
Mm-hmm.
They have a few encounters, and he's kind of like, "Stay away from me,"
Please.
which is really strange.
Right.
Her best friend Tuesday actually stalks him and breaks into his apartment at some point.
A real friend.
I was gonna say, as a best friend should.
Mm-hmm.
But her and this gorgeous stranger cannot seem to stay away from each other.
Literally, like running into each other, like actively avoiding each other, and
Yeah,
still running into each other.
yes. So Ezra has a wild secret that he does not want
Mm-hmm.
to share with her, but he too can't stay away. So in 1928, he was
Mm-hmm.
cursed to become a perennial and meet the love of his life, and then lose her within the month of meeting her.
Mm-hmm.
By he was cursed by
This was crazy.
yeah, he was cursed by Della's mother,
Mm-hmm.
who she does not recall at all because she left New Orleans when she was a baby and ended up buying the apartment building that
Her
her
mother
mother
died in or on off of.
off of. Yeah.
So
Sorry.
Della's mother was
Trigger
dating.
warning.
Did we say that Della's mom was dating
I don't think we did.
Okay, yeah. Della's mom was dating Ezra in 1928, and she was like, "Do you love me? We should get married." And he was like, "Girl, that's not my vibe." Um, and she was like, "You know what? I love you, and you're just like every other man out here." So she curses him.
And makes a drastic decision.
Yes,
And the drastic decision is what ends up keeping him a perennial. And
for 124 years.
yeah. So they do try to break the curse, but these random little witches and spiritual gurus around the city are not working. She got
Mm-mm.
recommendations from Yelp, and man, oh man. Um, so although the couple runs out of time before breaking the curse, Ricky's adoptive grandmother, Della, the child of the woman who cursed Ezra,
Mm-hmm.
helps them break the curse at the end of
Yeah.
the story. And then they live happily ever after.
The end. Yeah, very true.
That's all.
That's the story. Let us know in the comments below what you think of that synopsis. If you've read the book, let us know what you think of the book
Yes.
right now. Go let us know.
So, in terms of it being a long or short read,
Super short.
so short, you guys.
Yeah,
You'd think with the synopsis that we gave that it would be,
so
but
short.
it's not.
Like I read it in a day, not even a full day,
Yeah.
like an afternoon.
And for format, the book is it has everyone's point of view. It
Mm-hmm.
has Ricky's, Ezra's, Della's, but her best friend Tuesday's point of view in there. We even get a point of view of Della in the afterlife,
Mm-hmm.
looking over Ricky and Ezra.
We love a guardian angel.
Yeah.
All right, we're ready to jump into likes and dislikes.
All right, let's get started. And he likes off rip. I love Ezra.
Me too.
He was so sweet.
He was so like comforting.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess it was he wasn't from this era.
Yeah.
So it was
He
just like
was
a breath
very
of fresh air.
different.
There's a part in the book where she was like, she meaning Ricky. Ricky says like, why am I so like thrown off by manners? And I literally wrote in my notes, girl, because we're not used to
We're
it.
all thrown off by manners. It was,
He was such a gentleman.
yeah, agreed. He was an awesome addition to our line of book boyfriends
Yes,
that we've seen lately. He's really sweet.
he was.
Highly recommend reading just for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I loved that we had the throwbacks into like
Era,
his
the
era.
20s.
Yeah, and then also the fact that she shouted out a lot of important historical monuments and
Mm-hmm.
landmarks in Harlem.
I wrote that too. I said I loved that this was like it was like a love story to Harlem, and it
Yeah.
really celebrated the like rich Black culture and history that is Harlem.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Um, I loved. I wrote. So I'm gonna read it. I wrote that this book felt deeply personal.
Hmm.
Um, and like once I started reading it, I literally just couldn't stop, and it was such a short read.
Yeah.
Um, but it felt personal. Like I just not in like this is my story kind of a way, but just it was the story of like my people and like
Hmm.
um him coming from the south and like his experiences, during that time and moving up to New York in the 20s. It made me think of like, my family migrated from the south to New York, and I'm like, what did they like, what were they experiencing that they had to escape that?
I also really liked Della and Ricky's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Della herself was awesome, but the fact that Ricky got another family out of her was
Mm-hmm.
awesome because her family was so yucky to
So
her.
yucky.
So, yeah, that was a
um
lovely addition into
yeah.
her life and Della's life
In
as
Della's
well because
life,
she
who did
couldn't have children.
right. I loved Della's her like bucket list.
Yeah.
It was just so I've lived my life. I'm 90 something years old.
Yeah.
What haven't I done? This is what I need to do before I go. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
do it. And I just love that that was her outlook on life. Even her Della on her list said she wanted to date a woman, preferably younger.
Yeah.
And she was like, Della, are you bisexual? And she was like, no.
Just want to see what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm 92. Why not?
Yeah.
It
Dye,
was,
wanted to dye her hair pink.
yeah, did it.
Flew on in a helicopter around Manhattan. Did that too. Just,
Yeah, just no inhibitions. I feel like that's
yeah.
she. Spoiler alert: died on her own terms,
Yeah.
and I love that. Yeah, Della was.
It's especially awesome because, like, obviously she would have come from a time where she couldn't do anything on her own
Hmm.
terms. And then she ended up being able to do everything on
Yeah,
her own terms, including dying on her
yeah,
own terms.
and she says that in the end, where she's like, she felt guilty, that like she got that great love,
Yeah.
and her mom wasn't able to, and her grandma wasn't able to. She had this big, great love, and so she was. Yeah, it was. That was great. That was great. Read for Della too.
Yeah, I agree.
I also wrote that I loved how specific this book was and the
Mm.
details. Um, there were just moments in history that Miss Williams highlighted, and I thought were really. I was like, "Girl, you have to be like either these are things she just knows, or she had to look this stuff up."
Yeah.
Um, just like little
It was like,
artists would say certain things because there
yeah.
was something that I was like, "Oh, I do know this story." I was like, "Oh," and I love that she incorporated it like it was Ezra was the
Hmm.
person in this in these little stories. He was like a like Forrest Gump. Have you ever seen the movie?
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Classic.
Hmm.
So in Forrest Gump, he was like a part of all these monumental things in history, and it was just like, oh right, that
Now
was
I get the reference in the book.
yeah,
I was like, oh, I didn't know he was part of all of these moments.
yeah, and Ezra. It was the same. It was good. I also wrote this is my last like big leg because I loved the book. I really did enjoy it. I wrote that I had no idea where this book was gonna go, and I appreciated where it went. Like I had no idea it was
Hmm.
gonna be about the past and the future, and
Oh, same.
I was like, okay,
Don't judge a book by its cover, you
yeah.
guys.
Except that's literally what we're doing because we're not even reading what the back is. We're like, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I had read 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll read this.
Let's move on into our dislikes.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of dislikes, I would say that I'm sad she didn't get to say goodbye to Della.
Mm.
And then I'd also say that I didn't love that her family was so awful. And although I'm glad there wasn't a fake happy ending for her and them, it was still so sucky.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, she never even got recognition from them for, like,
Doing
doing
the things that they swore she couldn't do.
right. Like, I still don't think that they need to be all up in her face,
Mm-mm.
but
A simple like
okay.
acknowledgement, like
Yeah.
okay,
And we never got to know if she got her trust or not.
right,
She better have. She doesn't have to run a funeral home. And
really,
I thought that was the stupidest component ever because it was a funeral home and she wanted to run a flower shop.
and then
Funerals and flowers
go
go
hand
hand in
in hand. I thought
hand.
it was crazy that they were like flower shop. I'm like, that's yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's literally what she should be doing.
That's
She
what you.
can
That's what you should want
expand.
her to do.
Yeah, she can
Keep the
expand your
money,
legacy.
and,
Duh.
and you keep the money in the family.
Stupid.
Really,
That's what they deserve.
it's always them type of people.
Mm-hmm.
So same. I said I hated her family. I was like just jealous, and like we find that out that like the sisters were just pretty much just jealous that they didn't do the same, like that they didn't say no,
Mm.
and that Ricki didn't wasn't afraid to be like, nah, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not the way this works. Which I can understand as an older sibling. Sometimes you're like, those aren't the rules, and the younger sibling's like, girl, I'm not doing that.
Rules
And you'd
schmools.
be like, you you could not do it. That's an option. So I get that, but at the same time, I'm never gonna stifle my younger siblings or hate on them or treat them no type of way.
Yeah, they were serious haters.
They were big
It
haters.
bothered me.
Literally read in the New York Times that their sister, like this big write up on their sister, and they were like, "Oh nah, we gotta go to New York." And
I have that in my notes somewhere about how annoying that was.
y'all are big haters, like miserable. Y'all husbands are gonna cheat on y'all. You're not gonna know real love. You're not gonna know real happiness because you're
Yep.
miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Just miserable and nasty. That
All because you
mother,
don't have any courage.
yeah. The mother, disgusting. The father,
She's
even.
so weird. The father,
I
that was the strangest relationship ever, if I'm honest.
no. Agreed. Wait, what was the strange relation? Him and his daughters, or him and his wife?
Oh, I was thinking him and
And
Ricki.
Ricki, same. Okay, cause it was like they had like she was the favorite, obviously his
Yeah.
favorite out of the four. But he was also still like
But it
not
was still
nice.
empty. Yeah, it's like she's your favorite, but it's still empty. There's still no love, no warmth, no affection there either.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Also,
Hmm.
her name.
Her name is Richard Wilde Jr. And again, I have this in the quote somewhere, but is this why you chose to read this
Girl,
book?
be quiet. I didn't know. I literally read it and I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
And then my birthday was in the book.
Yes.
And I was like, what in the world is going on here? I'm
So
named after
funny.
my father. He's Derek and as am I. um yeah. So those are my Oh, I also said I didn't love the ending of the book. It just and not that I didn't love the way it wrapped up. I just wanted more.
Mm.
I wish
Hmm.
I just had more of them. Yeah, I just wish I had more of them.
Not being stressed. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was too much. But I guess that was the book. She wrapped it all up. Whatever, Miss Williams. Whatever. Moving along to our ratings. And as you know, we do not rate things on a scale of 1 to 10, 5
Mhm.
stars. No. That's boring. We rate things on a scale of WTF was that?
Interesting, but wouldn't read again.
It was good.
Loved, would read again.
And how will I ever go on? So, E, how'd you rate this book?
I rated it as a. It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good book. I don't know that I need to read it again. I might visit it later on.
Yeah.
Just like oh, there were moments in the book I was like, this is really cute.
Yeah, it didn't give me an like inject this in my veins vibe,
Yeah.
but it was a heartwarming
Hmm.
read.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I would recommend it.
Same.
Now we can move on into our quiz portion. I'm not gonna do it. Do it then.
Quiz.
I don't know. Why would you expect me to do it? That's your thing.
You could do it.
On this episode, I'll be quizzing Derek, and let us know before we get started how many questions you think she'll get right.
How many
There are
questions are there?
one, two, three, 4 questions.
Four for four. We going four for
You
four.
you give us your responses, your thoughts in the comments, please. We would love to see it.
Come
So,
on.
first question.
Come on, Amy.
First question is what does the word languaging mean?
What's the word?
Languaging.
Languaging.
Mm-hmm.
Spell it.
Languitching.
All right. Isn't that multiple choice?
Nope.
Oh. Use it in a sentence.
No.
That's the way this works.
No. I don't have the quote.
Question 2.
No. So you don't know what the word means.
Languishing. I need to hear it in context. I don't know. That's not a. I never heard that word before.
Wow. You would think she would remember this from the book. But okay, so bonus. Because I thought this one might be difficult. Bonus. True or false? Languishing is a real word.
No.
So what is your answer?
False.
You are correct. It is not a real world. A real world. World. I keep saying world. It is no.
Because it is not a real
No,
world.
this is not a real world that we live in. It really isn't a real
It's a simulation,
world.
you guys.
Yeah.
What mean?
It means linguistic glitches, which is he was talking to his life coach, and his life coach was like, it's
Oh,
normal.
right. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's normal to have these linguistic glitches or linguiches.
She was wild.
She really was. I loved her. Okay, so question number 2. Which spiritual guru said the following? With all due respect, sometimes when we self-sabotage, it feels safer to blame an outside party. It's easier to process being wronged by a villain rather than yourself. A. Madame Ceci. B. Phoebe Lore. Or C. Mistress Jojo. Who said it?
I thought it was even May. Is it A?
Nope,
Is it C?
it is. Was Mistress Jojo.
Jojo.
So, question number 3. Which set of elements did Mistress Jojo use in her bond cutting ceremony? Is it A, silver, cinnamon, and garlic? B, silver, salt, and garlic? C, silver, sugar, and garlic? Or D, silver, turmeric, and garlic?
The one with salt.
Yep, you were right.
I remember.
She's doing pretty good, you guys. I mean,
And we knew
she
that.
didn't get the first 2 right immediately, but Anyway, keep sending her positive vibes. Maybe she'll get this one right too.
We own people.
So, number 4 is Della used this phrase to describe Ricky's current mental state to her friends. That girl's acting blank pickles shy of a quart, if you get my meaning. How many pickles shy was Ricky of a quart? Is it A, 3? Is it B, 2? Is it C, 5? Or is it D, 6? How many pickles shy?
3.
Yeah.
We ain't never failed me, baby.
Okay.
Mm.
We are going into our big screen, small screen segment. This is where we chat about if we want to see this in a movie, on a TV show,
In a movie.
in a movie, on a TV show, and we cast these characters. Okay?
You got a good old cast over there?
Do you have a cast?
I got some
Let
people.
us know in the comments.
Because I got some people.
I got some people. I'm not confident in my people.
Me either, really.
But, it's all right.
Yeah.
Tell me what you got.
Okay, so we're going to start off. First of all, it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie. It's a cute movie, too.
Where are you going to see the movie?
Oh, on the big screen. I want to see it in the movies. It could also be on Hulu.
I thought it could be on Netflix,
Prime.
specifically for Valentine's Day.
Okay. Netflix, call me.
And I have your release date. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah. No.
Why not?
It's Leap Day.
I mean, yeah, but it's better to do it Valentine's because it's romance.
It's a romantic movie, but you got too much competition. I'm just trying to make.
This is
I'm
the
trying to make us money.
centerpiece of Netflix.
I'm trying to make us money.
This is the centerpiece of Netflix. Leap Day is not a marketable day.
It could be.
She
said y'all don't count when you're born.
I would know. No, you don't count when you're born. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Wait, actually, when you're born, let us know in the comments. When you're born on a leap day, which day do you celebrate?
I feel like I would celebrate the 28th. You would do March 1st.
I would do March 1st, I guess. because I don't do the day
I
before my
know.
birthday. But then it feels weird. It's a whole different
It's a
month.
different month. That's what I'm saying. That's why I would do the 28th.
I would just always do like a midnight thing.
Mm, okay. So for Big Ezra, not the little one, I kept seeing a couple of guys in my head.
Are you think? Because you said Big Ezra. His dad's name is Big Ezra.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about Ezra.
All right.
I
Breeze Walker.
yeah, Breeze,
Okay.
B Dubs,
Who was you thinking about?
Trevante Rhodes.
He's cute.
Okay, fine, chocolate self.
He's cute.
And then I was like, ooh,
Hmm.
Luke James.
I don't remember who what the heck he looks like. Who
The
that?
girlies who know. Luke James was in.
That's not fair because I never know.
What did you watch? Did you
The
see?
girlies who don't know, shout out to you guys. Keep talking. Let me Google it.
Okay. Um, but then I was thinking of like how like the gentlemanly vibes that he exudes.
Mm.
You know who that is?
Hold on. Oh yeah, I've seen this face before. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
And he has that like Luke James. He has that like buttery like voice.
Yeah.
I can see it. So, but also I was like Reggae John. I just didn't see my boy Ezra as like not a dark skinned man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the only thing. But that's my Ezra. Who's your Ezra?
Okay, so I had difficulty with this because there was an actor that I was thinking of, and I don't remember what he was in or what his name is. Um, but he's in my head.
Okay.
So I have him,
It's
and
her
he's really the one. He's really the one that I want.
girl, what?
When I see him one day, I'll tell you.
Can you explain what he looks like?
No, actually, I think I might have used him for another book
Okay.
of our. I think I did. I think I used him for another book. He's just tall and has more of like a longer face.
Hodge? Is it Aldonis? I always say the wrong name. That's not
No,
Aldous.
I don't think. No, it's not Aldous Hodge.
No.
Because I didn't know who that was before you told me. It's
Okay.
somebody else. Anyway, but aside from that, because I couldn't remember his name, Ezra also gives me the vibe of Idris Elba in This Christmas.
Mm.
And although Idris is too old to play this role, if someone had that vibe, that'd be great.
Right.
Also, I was thinking, wouldn't we want to see Marlon Wayans kind of play a different
No.
thing?
Love him. He could be in this because I love Marlon. But I don't see him as Ezra. But I
I feel like
respect
he
that you
could do
saw that.
something different.
I
That's
could see
all.
Marlon in this. I love to see Marlon do other different things. He did really well
Who
in
could he
the
be? Sunny?
Respect movie. Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. I thought that he would kill a Sunny.
And then in terms of Ricky, I saw Kat Graham
Okay.
and then Kiki Palmer.
Yeah,
Ricky was harder for me.
Ricky was really hard for me. I thought of Kiki as well, but then I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So then I said Dominique Fishback, who I might have used somewhere else too. Uh, because, and I'll tell you why. And I love Dominique. I think
Mhm.
she's a great actress.
Mhm.
Um, she was the lead in Swarm. I doubt you watched it.
No.
I couldn't watch it either. I saw a couple episodes and I said, this ain't for me. But yeah, she's like Tuesday says like I love that I'm not like there's like a part of the book where Tuesday says to her like
Mhm.
I'm always the like the main character. She's like, and I love that I'm like the supporting character in like this story. And I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I love that too. Like, if that makes sense. On like the subtleties.
Subtleties. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, but it's really Monday. Um, the subtleties of Dominique Fishback. I feel like she could really capture. She's a great actress. She's a strong actress. I feel like she can capture Miss Ricki Wilde for us.
Ricka Wilde. Did you have any others? I didn't.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Just one more. Miss Della. So sad. But Cicely Tyson.
Yeah, she's mentioned in the
I was
book.
like, she'd be the perfect Miss Della.
She would.
And it also reading it made I read Cicely Tyson's memoir and it was beautiful. Uh and yeah, it just made me yeah. Yeah,
What a great lady.
truly. Moving on to superlatives, where we will well, you know what a superlative is, girl.
You do.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I
So E, do you? I don't have any superlatives this time. Do you have any?
Okay, so most adventurous goes to Miss Della.
Mm.
Nosy Nelly goes to Naz. Her
Girl,
her
when she had
nurse.
to hush her up, mind your business.
She can't. I understand her. And then Miss Get a Grip goes to Tuesday.
Nah, she was wildin'.
She the whole
She was
time
wild.
she was writing. She was the whole time was claiming to be a memoirist until Ezra was like, "I think you need to open this med spa.
Yeah.
You
He was
are."
like, girl, what do you want to do?
she was. She was like, "No, but I said I would be a memoirist," and he was like, "But
That's
you
not
already were one. You just didn't put the book out.
okay. You did it. Do what you want to do now.
Let it go, babe. It's not your vibe."
It's not your
Is she
calling.
the fact that she would like openly want to lie in the book though too? What kind of memoir is that? Are you telling an autobiographical fiction?
In my memory.
It really wasn't your memory. It was someone else's memory, and
How I remember it.
then you exaggerated it. Okay, live your life, girl.
Live your life.
Live your lives right. Live your lives right. Would you read more from this author?
Yeah, and I have. I read something before this. Also, for the girlies who know, I know you don't know, but the main characters in 7 Days in June are mentioned in this book.
Well, okay. Well, one day I'll read that book and we'll,
You'll be like, oh my god.
or not, because I might
You
not
don't remember
remember.
nothing.
Sorry.
Is it goldfish who have bad memory?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's you, baby.
that is me.
Or
Either
Dory.
goldfish. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Either that or Dory.
We're in blue.
I promise it's not all the time.
No, because you do have weird. You'll be like, you don't remember in 7th grade at 3 p.m. you had on the blue shirt. And I'll be like, girl, what? No. How can you not remember? And I'm like,
It was
you're a freak.
significant. It was impactful. Your hair had a bow in it.
It always had a bow in
It did.
it.
It really did. I would also read more from this author. I thought it was a really sweet read. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tia Williams, for your
Yes. Thank you,
time
Miss
and effort.
Williams, for your brain.
Yeah, girl. All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching this
Hmm.
episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to be diving deeper into this book. We'll be talking about some standout moments, some quotes, what we learned. I think that's it.
Theories.
Oh, you have theories.
I don't have any theories.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, still tune in even if we don't have theories, you guys. You'll have a good time with us.
See.
Now that you finished watching this episode, please be sure that you have liked, commented, shared this video, and that you are subscribed to our channel.
Yes. Make sure that you press that notification bell so you are notified when we are posting. And make sure you're following us on all the socials. The link is down in the bio below. Um, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
All right, we'll see you next time, girlies. Bye, girlies.
Bye, girlies.